If you didn't know, Warren Edward Buffett is an American famous investor, business industrialist, philanthropist, and on top of that, the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He is known to be one of the most successful investors in the entire world and has a net worth of $78.9 billion. Warren Edward is considered the seventh-wealthiest person in the world. And now let's find out how Warren Buffett spends his billions. Just stay with us. Number 6. Warren Edward Buffett. First, let's find out more about this spectacular person and how he actually gained this enormous fortune. Buffett was born in Omaha, Nebraska in 1930 and was considered as one of the best when it came to problem-solving tasks, and was also very talented at math. Since his childhood, Buffett was interested in business and investing. Even at the age of 7, he was inspired by a book that he took from the library named 1,000 Ways to Make $1,000. It is interesting to know that he had a very unusual childhood, different from the other kids. While they loved playing around and enjoying their kids' games, he was preoccupied with his entrepreneur adventures. Buffett's first entrepreneur business was selling chewing gum, Coca-Cola bottles, and weekly magazines, and he was doing that door to door. Can you imagine that? As a school guy, he was interested in the stock market and investing, and he spent a lot of time learning about that field. We must say that he was such an unusual boy. When he was only 10 years old, he went on a trip to New York City only to visit the New York Stock Exchange. At the end of 11, he bought 3 shares of City Service, and also he bought 3 for his sister Doris Buffett. Wow, guys. Now, it is not a surprise why this man is one of the richest in the entire world. But it is interesting to know that he earned the greatest part of his income after his 50th. Number 5. Real estate. It is so interesting to know that one of the richest people in the world doesn't have any aspirations to possess many luxurious and lavish houses or cars. He still lives in the 6,570 square foot home that he bought for only $31,500 in Omaha, Nebraska in 1958. Today, the price of this house would be around $285,000. The house possesses one of the most unique and original outlooks ever. Just look at it. The original 1921 stucco structure is the thing that makes this house so special and unique. He loves spending his money and investing them in something much profitable, something that will give his money back, and because of that, he decided not to spend his fortune on luxurious houses that will bring him only a huge cost. His home possesses 5 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. Once he was asked if he would ever move to some larger and luxurious home, he replied, "I am happy there. I'd move if I thought I'd be happier someplace else." Wow. Can you imagine having all that money and still be humble as this man? That's amazing. Number 4. Vacation house. People with billions would usually spend millions on huge and luxurious mansions. They do not prefer to have one home, but instead they are creating real estate collections. But as a name that is one of the richest people in the world, Buffett is truly modest, and now you'll see why. Back in 1971, Buffett bought an incredible vacation house for him and his loved ones located in Laguna Beach, California. He must have fallen in love with that place because he is a person who doesn't want to spend much money on luxurious things. He spent $150,000 for this incredible mansion. It's a 3,588 square foot house that at first was costing $11 million. It possesses 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and such an adorable view. This place is surrounded by the best view ever. Buffett made a great choice, am I right? This place is surrounded by tall windows and full-length glass doors with a partial ocean view from each room. Guys, this is such an amazing house, we must admit. This place was huge, and they loved spending time there because of its vastness and comfort. His daughter said that they had a great time there, especially with their friend, because they were able to let the kids in the family room at night to watch TV and play different kinds of games by being alone. But unfortunately, after his wife died, Buffett sold this beautiful house for $6 million. This vacation house was one of the best things he possessed, we must admit. What's your opinion about this house? Tell us in the comment section below. Did you like it? Number 3. Cars and private jet. As we mentioned before, Buffett is not interested in buying luxurious things, and so he is not into buying luxurious cars either. In 2014, he bought a Cadillac XTS, a car that cost around $45,000, and it was actually an upgrade from his previous car, which was also a Cadillac, but this time DTS, some older version. It was funny that he decided to get rid of his previous car because his daughter said to him that it was embarrassing for him to drive that old car. He once said that he doesn't need to buy another car because he wasn't spending so much time driving. But yes, he is still driving his old car, which he possesses more for than 10 years. He is not that type of person who measures success by what someone possesses. He maintains such a humble way of thinking for such a huge billionaire. But this is not the only billionaire who has that mindset. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Alice Walton, they are all driving not that many expensive cars because their priority is not to spend their time on spending money on luxurious vehicles, but they think that they have a larger purpose here on this planet Earth. It is also interesting to know that Buffett bought himself his own Bombardier Challenger jet. He ironically named it the Indefensible. And that was because he once criticized the use of private jets by CEOs. Bombardier Challenger 605 is one of the greatest private jets, and it cost him amazingly $27 million. Buffett adored his private jet so much that he actually bought a private jet leasing company which was called NetJet in 1998. Number 2. Clean energy. He is not only one of the richest men, but also one of those people who possess a very high level of morality. He was aware that renewable energy is such an important thing for this planet, so he made a huge investment in clean energy in order to benefit his business and, of course, the environment. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway energy subsidiary has natural gas pipelines that are tapped into energy production, including California's abundant geothermal resources. He claimed that he gave more than $15 billion to renewable energy already. It is very important to note that this phenomenal person said that he would spend another $15 billion on this sector, which is an absolute great idea, knowing how much good he is making to this planet with that move. Now, he is not the only one doing this good deed for our planet, but also Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Jack Ma, another billionaire, are too investing in this field, and they actually gave more than $1 billion to launch a new low-carbon energy fund. Isn't that amazing? It is actually great to know that Buffett's company is continually investing in new solar and wind energy projects, such as the largest solar plant. Thanks to the help of these billionaires, the world is shifting towards new energy innovation and changing the traditional sources of fuel. Number 1. Businesses and donations. Buffett's philosophy is that everyone should be patient and have a huge amount of belief in order to gain huge results. He invested in so many companies that it is somehow hard to be true. As of March 2019, he had a market capitalization of about $50 billion. Aside from his private companies, Buffett also possesses a large investment portfolio in stocks in various gigantic companies, such as Apple, Bank of America, and also Wells Fargo. He is also known to possess various kinds of businesses, such as confectionery, retailed railroads, home furnishings, manufacturers of vacuum cleaners, jewelry, newspaper publishing manufacturers, distribution of uniforms, and a couple of regional electrical and gas utilities. Not only is Buffett a great businessman and person with a huge heart, but he is also considered to be a great humanitarian too. He is known to be the most generous philanthropist from the 21st century, and that is not a surprise. Why? It was calculated that he gave away more than $46 billion. The biggest donation this billionaire gave was the $37 billion to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Buffett is such a huge person, we must admit. Guys, that'd be it for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Those were the most outstanding things and ways on which this billionaire is spending his money. Tell us in our comment section below if you know something more. We would love to know. And of course, do that in our comment section below. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thrilling info like this and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of them. And of course, thank you so much for being with us. We are here for you. See you in our next video.